Hello everybody, hope they are good. This is not a Bitcoin daily update because Bitcoin is barely moving and the price action has been horrible and really boring. We talked about this on Monday in that previous video and also in the Bitcoin Sunday update on Twitter because basically right at the start of the week we had a bank holiday day in the US, Labor's Day on Monday, and the rest of the week we didn't really have any major news announcements, so we were expecting to have a very quiet week, and so far we're having a very boring week. So I wanted to update you a bit about the altcoin market because I do think that right now it's more productive to pay attention and do some research to some altcoins instead of trying to trade this price action in Bitcoin. That's horrible. You're not gonna make any money. I mean, if you've been trading from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you've been trading Bitcoin and altcoins, I don't know how you've made any money because I'm telling you, it hardly moved anything. All right. So, me personally, I've picked a couple of trades in altcoins this week. They went pretty well. And what I'm doing the most is doing some research, trying to choose up the portfolio that I want to have in the next bull market. Okay, and of course, at what prices I can buy those coins. So that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. That's it. Now, this altcoin market update, I think it's quite important because the same as the previous altcoin market update 2 months ago, I told you guys I think altcoins are looking quite heavy, quite bearish. I think I want to make some new lows. And that's when you had some influencers on Twitter telling you, oh, that we might have a new old season and all of that. And then altcoins made new lows. Okay. Now, do I think that altcoins are going to make again new lows? I do think so. Okay. I think altcoins are going to make new lows in the next 3 to 5 months. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why I think so. All right. So, first of all, we have to talk about Bitcoin because when Bitcoin dumps, the altcoin market dumps too. Okay. It follows Bitcoin. So, let me talk to you about the weekly 50 MA. This level is very important for Bitcoin historically. All right, you can see how it's been playing out all this time, and especially in the previous 6 months. All right, you can see here that it acted as resistance, and then Bitcoin dumped quite heavy. Then in May, we tested a support 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then we saw a pump. And now if you notice, we're testing a resistance here. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, I think that it's very likely that if we continue being below this key level, the 50 EMA in the weekly time frame, then it's likely that we dump again. Okay? And where can we dump? Well, the two levels that I see here in the chart are this liquidity pool over here. Okay, let me mark it for you. So it would be, hang on, it would be something like this. All right, that's your liquidity pool. That goes to the level of 21,100. You can say 22,000. But the problem that I have here is that if Bitcoin replaces this liquidity pool, there is, in my opinion, even a bigger imbalance right below it, and it's this week over here. Okay, that week over here, that's a problem for Bitcoin, in my opinion. And I do think that at least the 50% of this week is gonna get filled. Okay. And that will take you around 20,700. So, do I think Bitcoin is going to go to 20,700? I do think so, okay? Again, I don't know how long it's going to take. If I had to guess, it would be 3 to 5 months. But we'll see. All right? Now, if you notice, in this exact point, when Bitcoin was testing the weekly 50 MA resistance, Bitcoin dumped at 20%. Now, from this point, from the weekly 50 MA, when we were testing a support, Bitcoin pumped also at 20%. All right. So now the next question is, if Bitcoin dumps from here from the weekly 50 MA, is it also going to be at 20%? And that takes you to this week or to this liquidity pool also, right? That's at 18%, then it's at 22%. So yeah, pretty much to this level, okay? I don't know if it's going to repeat this pattern and we're gonna drop another 20% like we did previously, but it's quite curious data there, isn't it? So that's what I think. I think Bitcoin is due to drop towards this zone. Again, we might consolidate here more. I'm not telling you so, okay? We might consolidate here and then drop here. And this might take some months to develop, okay, this move. But that's what I'm choosing to believe, okay? I'm choosing to believe that Bitcoin can drop again to this zone. And in fact, to me, this is the most probable scenario. And again, this is not financial advice. It's only my opinion. I might be right with this one. I might be wrong. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. So this is the first chart that I wanted to go through. It's Bitcoin in higher time frame, because if Bitcoin drops, the altcoin market drop. And if Bitcoin drops at 20%, the altcoin market doesn't drop at 20%. It drops a lot more. It might drop 35, 40, 45%, all right? Now, I want to take you to the next chart. That's the Bitcoin dominance. That's a chart that I find quite useful. And to be honest, it's helped us to not lose money, I would say. And let me tell you what I think, okay? First of all, we've been inside this range highs, range lows, all right, for 2 years. Now, if you remember in this point, I was telling you, this time it looks different. It seems like we're going to have a breakout. And while I was telling you that, many influencers here on YouTube, I think, and of course on Twitter, they were telling you, well, where are the range highs? We're going to see a drop to the range lows. That's your old season. Buy altcoins. And that's when I was telling you guys, this chart is everything but bullish. It looks really bearish. The altcoin market looks very heavy, and it's likely that we see a breakout in the Bitcoin dominance, and then we also see new lows in altcoins. And that's what happened. And my conclusion was that this time looked different because price was consolidating here instead of spiking up and dropping. You can see all the time that behavior. Okay? So, yeah, it indeed looked different, and that's what happened. Now, the idea that I want to bring to you is what would happen to altcoins if Bitcoin drops in the next 3 to 5 months or whenever. It drops to 20k. And the Bitcoin dominance. Here I would have two options, okay? It can drop with Bitcoin, which it doesn't matter, that's still bad for altcoins. Okay, even if the Bitcoin dominance goes down, but if Bitcoin goes down too, then altcoins are gonna go down too, right? But we have that scenario that both things go down and then altcoins go down. But now think for a second, what happens if Bitcoin goes down, but the Bitcoin dominance finds some support in this 2-year range, in the range highs here, okay? What would happen if Bitcoin goes down and the Bitcoin dominance holds this zone? Well, then altcoins are gonna get so wrecked. And when I say wrecked, I mean like a 60-70% drop, very likely, all right? So either way, I think that, you know, whatever happens here is gonna be bad for altcoins, because I don't see the scenario where Bitcoin can go up from here and the Bitcoin dominance can go down. I don't see that coming. I mean, could this be a massive deviation? I don't know. To me, it looks more like a breakout and then a retest of support, to be honest. It's a 2-year cycle. So the support here should be quite important now, right? So that's what I think. I think that it's more likely that whatever happens here is going to be bad for altcoins. Again, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, and I'm not against altcoins. In fact, you know, for the past 1 month and a half to 2 months, pretty much the main thing that I've been doing is researching altcoins, because I think that altcoins are gonna give us the biggest rewards in the next bull market. And I say this because this is what happened in previous bull markets. All right. So trust me, I'm bullish in altcoins in the long term. I'm just not bullish, or I'm bearish in them in the mid term. That's all right? It's not necessarily a bad thing if altcoins drop, as long as you are prepared for it. But anyway, that's what I think about the altcoin market. I think it's likely that altcoins get wrecked still and they make new lows, at least most of them. All right. So that's what I wanted to say about the Bitcoin dominance. Now, if you go to any altcoin chart and you go, for example, let's go to AVAX and go to the Bitcoin chart, to the Bitcoin pair, you can see that the only thing that is doing is making new lows constantly. You know, last week we made new lows in the Bitcoin pair, and you can check this with pretty much every altcoin. Go, for example, to Chainlink. All right, you can see here, I only see a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. Okay? That's all I see. So, is it really this the time to buy altcoins? That's a question that I'm asking myself. If I have to answer myself, I would say not yet. So my game plan is to still be a bit more patient, wait to see what happens in the next 3 to 5 months or so. So that would take us to between December and January. I believe that there is a chance that altcoins continue going down. Okay, so that's everything really that I wanted to say. Now, if you go to the total free and you compare this to the Bitcoin chart, no, sorry, how is it? Total free Bitcoin. There you go. All right, let me check this. These are the two levels what I would consider buying altcoins. All right, so these are the two levels, and that is basically 0.5 and 0.30. I think that the difference here, what happens, is gonna be what happens also in the Bitcoin dominance, all right? But anyway, if you see this, we're still on a downtrend. So far, we haven't broke this high, so this is still a lower high, okay? And this is then a chance that we make a new lower low. All right, so still in a downtrend. That's all I see. I see that we're still in a downtrend, to be honest with you guys. So be careful, get ready. What I'm pretty much doing now is doing a lot of research on altcoins, trying to think what portfolio I want to have for the next bull market, what category of altcoins can explode in the next bull market. Can it be gaming? Can it be artificial intelligence? Can it be DeFi again? These are the type of questions you have to ask yourself, and then choose the best altcoins that in each category. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. Of course, checking the team, tokenomics, market cap, all those things, guys. So I'll probably update some more videos about altcoins in the future. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, guys. Just don't expect me to upload a video soon, talking about my altcoin portfolio that I'm gonna have in the next bull market, because I still haven't decided that myself. So don't expect a video anytime soon. I'm still doing my research. Basically, what I'm doing is, trying to understand what category of altcoins can explode in the next bull market. Can it be gaming? Can it be artificial intelligence? Can it be DeFi again? What can it be? And if so, then what altcoins are gonna perform better inside that category of altcoins? So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Looking at the team, looking at economics, looking at the roadmap, the partners, looking at, I don't know, the market cap, everything, guys, okay? So don't expect that video anytime soon. I might in the future talk about some projects, not paid sales, of course, just altcoins that I find interesting enough that I could buy for the next bull market. I want to share your analysis with you. I don't know if I want to upload that type of content. Probably yes, because I think that you guys would like it. So that's what I'm thinking in terms of the altcoin market. I think it's likely that they make new lows again. I said that 2 months ago when it happened, when everybody was calling for an alt season. So I saved a lot of money there, and now I'm expecting in the next, again, 3 to 5 months maybe, new lows. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon.